Hello and welcome to the next tutorial. Today we're going to be making one of these. I know you're looking at this and you're thinking, I can make that. I don't need some guy telling me what to do. You don't, but at the same time you do, because I'm showing you some shortcuts, some tools that'll make it easier, and we're going to cover something that a lot of students mess up a lot. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the box. And since it's red, we don't really have to do much of anything to change the color. So let's go ahead and play with the settings here. The radius is going to be 3.56 and that curves the edges. Very nice. And the steps, I'm going to make 16. There, beautiful. And now for the size going across over here, we're going to do 112 and 63. Now the thickness is going to be 7. This is the height, 7 here. Okay, if we look at it from right here, let's see, top view. Looks great, right? But here's the problem. Okay, listen up. Here's the problem. I've had students use this shape before, and this is what happens. The machine will print this layer right here. You see how it's a little white or a little lighter? It's like a pink color. And all this will be completely fine. But then the machine will start printing all of this in midair because we don't add any supports. Now you can add supports, but there's a way around this that makes it much cleaner, much better, because that curve will also appear up here and it doesn't look good. It really, really doesn't look good. So this is how we're going to fix that. Okay, and this is true for anytime you start curving the edges. You're going to have to do something like this if you want it to be smooth. So I'm going to change this to 2. Pardon my cough. And I'm just going to make this bigger than this red thing right here. Okay, great. I'm going to duplicate. Actually, it's not. Yeah. Okay, let's duplicate it. I'm also going to duplicate this. So Control D, or that button. And I'm going to try to cover. I'm raising it up, by the way. I'm going to try to cover the top of this. All right, that looks like it's going to do that, right? Okay, we're good there. Now I'm going to select all 3 of them. Since nothing has to move, there's nothing in the way, I'm just going to click and drag over all of these and hit group. Now let's look what happens. It is completely straight, but we retain the curves at the edge, which is what we really want. And here's another shortcut. If you have a floating object and you want it to be on the work plane, you click the letter D and it stops right there, right at the work plane. It is perfect. Great, let's move on. We're going to need the white play button. In this case, you want the wedge. We're going to rotate this twice. I chose the wrong one, I believe. Yeah, I did. I wanted this one right here, called the roof. Let's rotate this twice. 90 degrees so that we see this part right here, and we want this another 90 over here. Notice half of this is going through the work plane, so I'm going to click the letter D. Now it's on top of the work plane. Yay, problem solved, life is good. So here are the dimensions. On this side it's going to be 22, on this side 23, and the height, oh, that looked big. Okay, the height is going to be 3.5, I believe, but I think we're going to have to change this when we get over the triangle. So I click here just to make it white. Now, here's the reason I think, oh no, it worked out perfectly. Look at that. Now, if you cannot see it, you might have to raise it up a little bit. I recommend that the difference between this thing and the height be about 0.5. So let me see, this is the red one, 3. This is 3.5. Now, here's the question. Is it centered? Is it centered? I don't know. So here's the tool that you should use to find out if something's centered. I'm going to click and drag again, and I'm going to click the letter L. Now for you, it's this tool right here, Align tool. I'm going to click the letter L. Great. Now I have these black dots. These black dots show me stuff. They show me what would happen just by hovering over them if I clicked on them. Okay, so let's go over here. In this one, the triangle is going to move to be exactly aligned with the edge of this one. So it must be that this one does the same thing, but on the other side. But what if I didn't want that? What if I wanted this triangle to be down here? There you go. It would be exactly at that corner. Obviously, same thing up here. So in this case, I'm going to click the two center ones because I want them to be at the center of this object. Now, here's another trick. Let's say you didn't want this red block to move. You would click on it, and now it is stuck. It's not moving. Only this white triangle will move. See that? Now I want it to be centered in this direction. That's the Align tool. It is very helpful. I recommend you use it because it's going to save you so much time and it's going to look great. And that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.